See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuk, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Return to Monkey Island. So today we're going to show you how to get through Part 1, which involves sneaking on to the ghost pirate LeChuk's ship. And it is a multi-step process with quite a few puzzles to solve, so we're gonna show you how to get through it quickly and painlessly. If you're enjoying Return to Monkey Island on the channel, please hit that like button to let us know, and we'll bring you some more of it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps us to grow the channel. And yeah, let's get going with Return to Monkey Island Part 1. So after completing the prologue, where you play as Guybrush Threepwood's son, Act 1 is a flashback where you take on the role of Guybrush himself. And you return to Melee Island, and you meet this old guy here.
Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuk?
What? LeChuk's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuk. You know my history with him. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
So after telling him that we're going to mount our own voyage, but that we're short of funds,
Better get cracking then.
we're going to head down to the docks and go to the Scum Bar, which is just down this path, past the pirate ship, right here. And we're going to go talk to the pirate leaders inside the bar and sell them on the idea of financing us. But they, unfortunately, are going to laugh in our face.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I like the old pirate leaders better.
So from the Scum Bar, we're going to come right over here, and we're going to head over to LeChuk's ship, where we're going to talk to the quartermaster about a job opening. But that's going to go about as well as everything else Guybrush tries to do in these games.
Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuk's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Whatever answer you pick, you're going to get
Guybrush
the same response.
Yeah,
So
that's what I thought. LeChuk gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
after a brief cutscene, you're going to have the option to ask the quartermaster for a job again. And be a little insistent here.
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
And that sets up the two major quests for Part 1 of Return to Monkey Island. getting a mop, and getting a disguise. So we're going to return to the scum bar, and we're going to go into the back, the kitchen, and we're going to talk to the cook.
Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
So after another brief cutscene, you're going to go out the back door, and you're going to grab this string at the end of the dock. This will become the head of your mop. Then you're going to leave the bar and head to Low Street, where you will attempt to get a map to find the mop tree. So after a brief conversation with your wife, Elaine,
Bye.
you will head across the street to Maps and More and talk to Wally.
Hey, Wally.
Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again, too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
So now you want to ask Wally for a map to the mop tree.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
So to get the map, you're going to need a sliver of wood from the cook's mop.
They're like glasses.
So you want to
only
grab
behind
these
a three-headed monkey.
monocles. There are two here that you can grab, so you have to grab it
please
once
take one.
and then go
I
back and
used
grab
to
it a
do
second
my
time to get both of
business.
them.
See, it says Maps and More on the edge.
Thanks. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
And then you're going to leave, and you're going to go across the street to the International House of Mojo.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
So now you're going to tell her your plan about getting on LeChuk's ship and ask for her advice.
I'm planning.
To sail with LeChuk is most brash, Guybrush. But it is what you must do. allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf?
After another fairly lengthy cutscene, you'll take control again, and you're going to want to buy the knife.
Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightens you.
And the list goes on for quite a while.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes,
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
All right. So once you're back in control, you're going to come over here and you're going to buy this
What's this
frog.
thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Try.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
And the last thing you're going to want to do is stop here and click on
is a
the
neat
disguises
What does it
basket.
mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Now that we have the knife, we can return to the cook and try and slice off a piece of his mop handle broom. But we've also learned that we're going to need to get an eye patch to help with our disguise. But again, this is Monkey Island, so it cannot be that simple. So we're going to be back in the kitchen, and we're going to pull up our inventory, select the knife, and try and cut off a piece of the mop handle.
Away from my mop.
See what I mean?
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Alright, so what do we have to do next?
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course, I'm a cook. See the hat?
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
So we know the dish was served at the governor's mansion, so that's where we're going to go next to continue our quest. And I think this is a good spot to stop this video. If you're enjoying the Return to Monkey Island, please hit that like button to let us know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It really helps us to grow the channel. And we will be back with the rest of our guide to completing part 1 of the Return to Monkey Island really soon. Thanks for watching.